Welcome to my YouTube automotive channel. In today's video I'm sitting in a 2016 Dodge Grand Caravan, and I will show you how to remove and replace these front central air vents. This video should apply to Dodge Grand Caravans made from 2011 all the way up to 2020. Also, if this video was helpful, please consider supporting the channel by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, or becoming a channel member. Now first I will show you why I'm doing this. Now on my left vent you can see one of these inserts is broken. It's not in its place, so I have no idea if I can fix it by removing it or if I'll have to completely replace this part. But in this video I will show you how to access these vents and how to remove them. Now the best tool to use would be something like this, a plastic trim remover. That way it will not do any damage to this dashboard plastic or this chrome piece, right? If you don't have it, you can use like a flat screwdriver or anything similar, but in that case you really have to be careful not to do any damage. So you want to just gently pry inside here and pull towards yourself. Okay, it's not the easiest thing to do really. There's a bunch of clips holding it all around. And also what you want to do, I have this car running right now because it's really hot outside and I need the AC while I'm doing this, but you want to make sure that the car is turned off. Okay, and that's it. I'll show you now from all sides. You see there is like a clip here, there's gonna be a clip the other side here as well, and you'll probably have some clips here under it as well. Okay, now if you want to completely remove this assembly, you just have to disconnect a couple of wires, but I want to just mention again, if you're planning to disconnect any kind of electrical components, make sure the vehicle is turned off, and you also want to disconnect the battery just in case so nothing burns out, right? No fuses or these AC controls. And I will do that right now so it's easier for me to record this video. Okay, so I've disconnected the power and now I will disconnect these wires. Now these blue connectors, see there's like a blue tab right here, just want to press it and remove it. Now I might have to use both of my hands to do this because this was probably never removed, but as you can see it's quite easy to do it. Just press on this tab and pull the connector out. Okay, sorry about that, I had to use both of my hands. So once again, here is the tab, and the other one also black tab on this side. Press it and pull out, and this will make your life much easier. I'm doing this for the first time as well, but as far as I can see here, you will have two really small screws here, one here and one just down here, which are holding this vent in place. And once you remove them, then you will have just a couple of tabs to lift over these pins here. Like you have to lift this one a bit and you have to lift this one a bit, you see, just to get it out. But the first thing, as far as I can see, is removing these two screws. Okay, so what you will need to remove these small screws, you will need the 4mm socket and a ratchet. Okay, so these are the screws, and once you have removed them, these will actually become completely loose. You can just remove it from the assembly. And when you're installing the new vent in its place, you will do the same thing. You see you have these two like holes. You will just align them here, see, okay, just like that, and then you will insert those two screws back in its place and everything will be done. And then you just want to attach this top portion also back in, you see. But once you have these two screws out, you just want to pull this vent towards yourself and remove it. And now I will show you. So this is the one that was loose on mine, but I think it's fixable because this one has like these two like clips, whatever, and nothing is broken. And I think I should be able just to pop it back in its place, and that should fix it. At least I hope so. I'll have to use both of my hands to do this properly. Okay, and all done. This upper one doesn't actually move, just the lower ones move. This one is just in this position. I'll show you on the other side as well, you see, like, and this one was out on the other one. So easy fix for me. I don't have to replace anything. That will also give you a tip in case this is completely broken. The best options for you is to get replacement from a car salvage. Just go to the wreckers, and if you pull it out by yourself, they will charge you maybe $5 or $10, or if they do it for you, it might be like $15-20. That's how it's, at least here where I live. Your other option is buying this online on sites like eBay. Your most expensive option is going to the dealer and buying a brand new one. That might cost you even over $100. And here should be the part number as well, in case you want to write it down. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful and educational. If it was, please like it and consider subscribing to my YouTube automotive channel. On my channel there is lots of how-to videos, do-it-yourself videos, car reviews, product reviews, and other similar automotive topics.